Jake from Snowy's here. I've got with me the Knog Bilby Run 400 lumen head torch. This headlamp is powerfully bright, it's USB rechargeable and it's designed for runners. The Bilby 400 Run, it weighs 90 grams. It's made from a transparent medical grade silicone and it's a one-piece design. The circumference that it fits is 30 through to 66 centimeters. It's adjustable through this little toggle here, which can go down to fit a smaller head and back up to fit a bigger head. And it sits comfortably on your head there and adjusted through the back there. Once you've found your size, you can set it and forget it. So the form-fitting silicone sits comfortably on your head. It's got a little bit of stretch, but because it's designed for running, it's designed for activity. And what enhances that is some extra comfort that they've built into the back of it here. You've got a little bit of foam built into the pod. Now the pod is the USB rechargeable component of this headlamp. Firstly, I'll talk about the dimensions. It's about 8 centimeters long by 2.5 by about 2.5 centimeters. This is made from plastic on the back here. You've got your foam for comfort there. The front bit here, which is painted, but that's actually aluminium. And you've got these fancy little dots and they act as a heat sink because this is such a high output LED headlamp. It creates a bit of warmth, so that lets the heat escape. So the light and battery pod itself is waterproof rated to IP67, so that means it's waterproof and dustproof and can handle 30 minutes or 1 meter. And the silicone headlamp is waterproof, and so that won't absorb any moisture or sweat, and you can wash that if you need to. Now I'm just going to show you the USB recharging. You've got the USB bit here, so this means you don't have any cables or any cables to lose. Just grab yourself a power bank or chuck it into a USB-A outlet. And if you just pop it in like that, you'll see the battery indicator here. This one's only got a quarter of a battery left on it and it's charging up to 50% there and goes through to 75 and 100%. Takes around 4 hours to charge this fully. So when it's finished charging or you're ready to go for a run, you can just grab the pod unit and pop it back in the silicone headlamp. Just need to locate the USB in there first. And then get the main pod by pushing it through there and just making sure it's all seated in there nicely. I'm going to take you through some of the light modes now. You've got 2 buttons on top here. This is your changing mode button and this is changing your intensity button, and they do a few other things as well. I'm just going to turn this on by holding it down for a quick push. Now you'll notice you've got the red flashing light on the side here. This is one of the features of the Run series by Knog. Now this is available to be flashing or static or off. Now that's designed to give you, I guess, more visibility on the trail or on the road or on the streets. So you can see with the beam and you can be seen with the red light here. At night it really lights up. It's got this halo effect and the red lights in the side just travel around through this clear silicone here. Makes you really visible. It's also good on a bike. To go through the modes, you just need to click this right button here, and currently we've got it on the main spot beam. Now that spot beam is 200 lumens. You get a run time between 14 and 105 hours depending on the intensity that you set, which I'll go through shortly. Just clicking this right button, you've got a wide beam or an ambient beam here. So this is just, it's not a spotlight, it's more a floodlight. So it lights up the path nicely, gives you a nice even light. It's also good around the campground as well, or around home if you need a general light. Another click, it brings you over to like a low beam and a low down. So this tends to angle down towards your feet a bit. So it's perfect for cooking or when you're on the trail and you just need that visibility right in front of your feet. The next click through is the reading light mode. So you've got 4 little LEDs along the bottom there, and they're a warm white LED. So they're nice for reading inside the tent at night. Also great for cooking or even looking at a map. Your next light mode is red light. It's not the brightest red light available, but it is enough for like reading a map at night, or if you're doing some stargazing, you just need to light up what's in front of you and not lose your night vision. We'll go back to the spot, but now you'll notice that the red light is static. So you can cycle through the modes and choose whether it's flashing or static. And we'll go through all those modes again and back to flashing. The intensity over here can be set just by pushing it, and it starts off on the brightest setting, that's maximum. It goes to a high setting, down to a medium setting, and down to a low setting. So regardless of what mode you're in, that setting sticks, and you can go up and down as required. Now, I mentioned that this is, I'll get it back to the spot beam. I mentioned that this is a 400 lumen headlamp, and while we've got the spotlight here giving you 200 lumen, you just need to do a quick double tap of the left button, and your wide beam or your ambient light and your spot beam both light up, and that gives you the 400 lumens, and that'll give you around a 5 to 60 hour runtime depending on the intensity that you set. Just going to turn that off or go through the modes. And it also has a electronic tilting system. So you'll notice this is a fixed headlamp. There's no click-clack adjustment in it. But Knog have thought about that, and they've come up with this cool electronic tilting system. So you just need to put your hand on the button, and it cycles through these different settings. So that's your low beam. Hold your finger on the right button and it goes up to the spot, and you can just let go at any time to find the light setting that you need. Okay, so it's worth mucking around with at night while you're on the trail and just seeing what's the best light setting for you there. I'm just going to click out of that. Now, let's say I want to leave it on that mode and turn it off, maybe down on that low setting. The beauty of this is I can turn it off, and to turn it off you have to push both buttons. This will remember my last setting, so when I go to turn it back on, again, it won't go for a blaring bright light if that's not what I left off on. It will go back to where I left it, and it's just a quick little push there, just where I was left off. It has a locking feature as well, so turning the headlamp off again, holding both buttons down for a couple of seconds, you'll see that little red light flash. This unit is now locked, so that means it won't accidentally go on while it's in your backpack or in the car. So you can push any button, won't accidentally get turned on and drain your battery. And to turn it back on again, I'm just going to hold both buttons down again. You'll get a double flash of that center light, and now it's ready to be turned on again. While we're in the off mode, you've got a battery indicator using the reading light down here. So just a quick touch, and you'll see those lights flash. So at the moment, I'm sitting at 50% capacity on this headlamp. Okay, so just a quick touch and a longer touch to turn it back on. So if all those functions weren't enough for you, you can actually go to the Knog website and download the Mode Maker app, and it allows you to customize your light settings, import or drag and drop different lighting functions and fully customize that for your needs. The Bilby Run 400 comes in a range of really nice bright colors, and it's available from snows.com.au, where we have low prices every day. If you like what you've seen here and you want to check out more videos from Snows, you can subscribe up here. If you've got a comment or a question or want to hit the like down below, or check out more Knog videos over here.